Excited at how our portfolios have started the year. Actually, since the U.S. election, they've been doing very well. So we're very happy with our partners and the way the world works. So we're focused on, importantly, artificial intelligence, of course. That is the biggest catalyst in history when it comes to the speed of change and impact.
You guys to follow me on YouTube. I have not done a very good job of posting videos to YouTube, and my traffic is stagnant. I am stuck at 27,000 followers.
Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and enabling post notifications for more content on crypto and digital assets. Check out our other videos and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps with the YouTube algorithm and keeps the content coming. Thanks for your support. Enjoy the video.
President Trump is doing, he is negotiating and using tariffs to negotiate. We thought this was the case, but it became very clear, especially with Canada, as they were starting to retaliate. President Trump's team said, wait a minute, this is not a trade war. We're trying to get some reforms on immigration and drugs. So I think tariffs are a form of negotiation, importantly for President Trump.
What impact could it have on global markets and in the ARK investment strategy?
Yes, well, we're very excited at how our portfolios have started the year. Actually, since the U.S. election, they've been doing very well. So we're very happy with our partners and come into very reasonable levels. So I think the combination of the policies of this new government and those headwinds turning into tailwinds are going to prove beneficial to our portfolios.
What are the main investment areas that ARK Invest is currently focusing in this moment?
Yes, well, our sole focus in terms of investing is disruptive innovation that is technologically enabled. And that's going to really transform the way the world works. So we're focused on, importantly, artificial intelligence, of course. That is the biggest catalyst in history when it comes to the speed of change and impact. Tesla in the U.S. is in the pole position there. Waymo, Alphabet's Waymo, is also participating. The other and maybe more profound ramification of AI is healthcare. We think that the convergence of sequencing technologies with artificial intelligence and CRISPR gene editing and other gene therapies, we're going to see curing diseases. And in fact, we're already seeing cures to two diseases, sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia. Those are generating revenues for a company called CRISPR Therapeutics, which started in Europe, actually, driving costs down. According to our research, AI inference costs, and that is mostly what DeepSeek is focused on, AI inference costs are dropping anywhere from 85 to 95% per year. So DeepSeek is capitalizing on a very well-established learning curve, which is expressed through cost declines. Now, the question is, was DeepSeek able to develop this large language model for only $6 million on a high-end workstation? We think there was a lot of pre-training that went on before that. And we do think AI will start moving from this concentrated market, which was more concentrated than any other market in history. We think there's a lot of room for it to broaden out because AI is collapsing the cost of innovation and giving more and more companies access to these powerful tools. So we think there are going to be a lot of entrepreneurs out there, very creative, creating new products and services. And so we would suggest, and our portfolios certainly are a play on the broadening out of the bull market.
Only one question more. Your outlook about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in this moment?
Yes, well, we're very excited about crypto assets generally. We think that 5 years. Our bull case is $1.5 million for Bitcoin in 5 years, mostly because we do believe it will substitute more and more for gold, and because institutional investors are looking at Bitcoin as the first in a new asset class. And they're starting with Bitcoin, Ether, Solana. And of course, Bitcoin as well is the first digital rules-based monetary system in history. So it's a very big idea.
You guys to follow me on YouTube. I have not done a very good job of posting videos to YouTube, and my traffic is stagnant. I am stuck at 27,000 followers. I just can't seem to get off that number. My Twitter X is doing great, but my YouTube is doing terrible. So please have pity on me and on a poor Maxie, and follow me on YouTube. All right, let's get to the episode. So, after sort of Trump launched his meme coins and kind of over the last, 2 weeks of his presidency, I'm starting to layer that's super fast, that can scale at millions of transactions a second, and that's super cheap. And that's not Ethereum. And the idea of using these layer 2s and layer 3s and Arbitrum and all this junk is bogus. Like we don't need that. That's just not the way this stuff's going to work. Normal consumers are not going to take their Polygon, their ETH, convert it into Polygon on Ethereum, convert that into Polygon on Polygon, or convert the ETH into Arbitrum and then back. Nobody's going to do all that. That just makes no sense. Stake movement on Ethereum. The valuation of Ethereum is, well, we're going to be using all this Ethereum to burn tokens. And yeah, they're burning about $1 billion a year now of tokens, but to produce a really terrible experience. Now, Solana has 1/3 the valuation, but they're also burning 1/3 as many tokens, and the user experience is like 100 times better than Ethereum. So there's just no way Ethereum is gonna survive this. It's just not possible. And so I just think that ultimately it's gonna fail. And Eric Trump is going to be pretty much your top signal for Ethereum. It's like it's going down, and we don't know when the next meta is going to really scoop up and vacuum the whole thing. I would sort of say Solana has a good shot at it, but it's not going to displace Bitcoin. There's no way Solana replaces Bitcoin, and that market is ultimately the market. So I've been rambling for a while. I'm going to stop rambling. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do an old guy a favor and follow me on YouTube. I mean,
tariffs come into play and other countries go into recession, those central banks will be easing, which will actually improve liquidity. So I'd say that as bad as things look, I do think there's downside protection.
What do you think our central bank will do in reaction to this? Because President Trump, a week and a half ago, or a week ago, weeks go by so quickly, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, said that he would like to see our central bank, along with other central banks, ease rates. Our central bank did not really seem to go along with that based on the numbers and the inflation data that they've seen.
Well, for the Fed, they'll have to tread carefully because President Trump is to make the U.S. stronger, both companies and the economy. There may be some short-term pain, and it's hard to tell how much of this is an investment in improving U.S. competitive positioning. I think it is kind of a test of resilience right now, and the fact that we're only down 1.5 percentage points on pretty major universal tariffs is actually a sign of resilience.
A sign of resilience or a sign that we don't think it's going to continue? I guess that's my question.
It's hard to tell at the moment, but usually the market overreacts. So if this is the first reaction, I would probably be about rewriting all of trade practices as much as it is trying to get Canada and Mexico to talk about the flow of illegal drugs and illicit chemicals, et cetera. So,
well, to be honest, he has to have that. He has to have a crisis at the border because otherwise it is Congress's place to raise tariffs.